Okay, so we are live for another AGM marketing workshop. We're excited to have you guys in the house. Thank you for visiting us today. And we have people on Facebook and YouTube. They're not listening because my mic is off. So let's do that over again.
There we go.
So, all right, so we're excited for today's workshop. We are here in the house of AGM Marketing, the headquarters in Largo, Florida. We're going to have another great workshop today. This guy here next to me is AGM's creative director. He's in charge of everything that we do in regards to our content and our ads and everything that we do that's going to lead towards people wanting to pay attention to us. We are attention-grabbing media, so our focus is helping you understand how to grab some of that attention so you can generate more business, more service, more revenue, and get your message in front of more people. So this is going to be Jimmy's stage. We're going to be talking about ninja ads that are going to help you get more sales, get more attention. And we got some good surprises going on.
Yeah.
Like we are going to even show you how to run a campaign on Facebook, the basics on how to capture attention and how simple it all is if you decide to pay attention and get it all implemented. So Jimmy, what do we got today?
That's right. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the building blocks of how to make effective ads, right? And along the way, we're also going to go over different types of campaigns. And like you said, he's going to help build and show you build a custom campaign in the Meta suite, which is used to be the Facebook Business Manager.
That's right.
So that's what we're going to do. You guys get ready to get started here?
Let's roll.
All right. Cool. And towards the end of the thing, too, I'm actually going to do a raffle off to actually create an ad live here with whoever signed up. So that's going to be exciting. All right. The first thing I want to get into is some creatives that we made, right? And show you kind of like break it down for lead generation. Now, one of our clients that we work with every single day here is Dr. Berg. And if you're not familiar with him, I would say go check out his YouTube channel because he has a lot of fantastic content. He's what we like to call a unicorn, where he creates fantastic content on a daily basis. And all we do is help distribute it and make sure that it reaches all the audiences that he needs to speak to help. So one of these right here is the lead generation campaign, and what that means is that you want to bring in people, their names, their lists, to build a list for you to actually reach back out to them for your products or services, right? And so for Dr. Berg, here's some of the creatives that we made for him for that type of campaign. Right here you see the first image is for a liver body type. Now Dr. Berg goes over a lot of things like keto and eating and doing things healthy, also with intermittent fasting as well. So I'll just give you a little bit of an idea of what type of content he has. So for this one, as you can see, it goes over the liver body type, and it gives you a little breakdown on what the liver body type is about, right? All these nice little bullet points here, telling you a little bit about like if you're if you're having some burping or belching after eating, stiffness in the lower back, upper back, things like that to give you information on that one. So that's trying to help people bring them in and say, okay, I want to learn a little bit more about the liver body type, right? And so we'd have them click that, enter in their information, and then he would send them to build a list and send out more information regarding that for that particular audience. So there's that one. I also have one here for keto, like I said. This is an image ad for your keto cheat sheet to keep you in ketosis. Now, why would this work really well? Well, because people out there that want to know more about keto and how to make sure that that works the best for their body, what they would do is they would enter in their information here for this particular one, and we'd send out the PDF or whatever information that is to their either their email or straight to their messenger channel, right? So my question is, from these two here, which one do you think brought in the most leads? Second one? First one? Okay, well, let's see. So for the lead generation, we had 571 all-time clicks on this, and this is just over the last month or two, right, running a campaign. So not very long. And this one had 715. Now, why do you think that is? Just kind of want to break it down here. Why do you think this one's working a little bit better than that one? Well,
They want the quick way out.
the quick way out?
Yep.
Here, let me hand you this because we got our people online here and they want to hear you as well. So
Yeah.
they want the quick way out?
Yeah, they want the quick way out.
Yeah. I can see that.
Nobody has time to work things out. They just want to find the quickest way out, which doesn't work.
You're absolutely right.
No.
So yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so the cheat sheet, it's definitely right there. That's going to pull you in, right? That's what we call is a pain point, right? Somebody that wants the quick way out. They're like, oh, how do I cheat? How do I get to that faster? So that's probably going to get them to click this a little bit more than they would click something that has a lot of copy. Now, that's what I'm going to point out there, is this has a lot of words right here on the screen versus this one's just, hey, this is all we're doing here, right? It's not really distracting you away from what the point, the goal is trying to get you to understand that, hey, you get a cheat sheet here, right? Although this is great information, just in my opinion, this is more attention grabbing, right? So that's it for that one.
It's easier to consume, right, also?
Yeah.
It's way easier to consume and a feed that is very fast. People are scrolling through the feed really fast. If you go back to that slide for a second.
Absolutely.
One of them is a thumb stopper. You kind of want to stop and see what it says. The other one is a little overwhelming because it has too much text, and it's going to draw less attention just because people don't have time to zoom in and read those bullet points right there as much.
Exactly. If you think about like our mobile devices, right, as you're scrolling through it, I mean, that text is probably really, really small too. So, yep, absolutely. And so this one right here was actually a campaign that was built around getting more views on videos. And that one always is really effective, especially if you want people to consume more of your content, right? To understand what you're trying to convey to them. So let's check it out. We have one here with problems with being a vegetarian. Nice headline, right? And then we have another one here, sleepy after you eat? Got a question. So both of these have a great pain point that they're pointing out to the audience that they're trying to reach, right? So if you're a vegetarian and you're having some problems with it, obviously this is going to stick out to you a little bit more, right? Than something else like just saying, oh, you're a vegetarian? What's up, right? You want to have a nice nice one that pulls people in for the headline. Now, it's great, too, because all these different platforms have different sizes, right? Where you have the vertical ones, and you also have square, and there's another one that's landscape. So that being said, these are run in two different places, so that can affect that a little bit, right? But the thing is with this, it's formatted just right, so that way on any device that you have, you'll be able to still read that and follow along with him. And this one right here is more for Facebook and Instagram feed, to where that way, whenever you're doing, like he said, a thumb stopper as you're going down, you can actually see how long that video is going to take for you to watch it without having to really tap on it or anything like that. So anyway, that being said, I was curious, you guys, again, which one do you think probably performed a little bit better, got more of the video views out of these two?
I actually really want to watch that second one.
This one right here?
Yeah.
I think that the second one did better just because everybody's sleepy after they eat too much, and not a large percentage of people are vegetarians.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. What he was saying, just in case if you guys didn't hear it online there, is he's saying everybody gets a little sleepy after they eat, right? Whereas not everybody's a vegetarian.
That's a really good point, because I don't know a lot of vegetarians myself, but I know a lot of people that feel tired after they eat. That's for sure.
I know
Me being one, right?
That's true here too.
Yeah.
Especially
Need
a little bit
caffeine. Caffeine. That's why we have a big coffee machine over here, and we caffeinate ourselves consistently to try to compensate for that problem.
It's true, and I'm a victim of it too, especially around lunch. It's like, bloop.
So to your point, it's a lot more common, and that's something that's gonna, I will be shocked if Jimmy has different information for us.
Are you ready?
Let's see it.
Boop. Here we go. Results. He got 4,158 views in a week on this one. And then, what do you know? 2,551 on that one.
Interesting.
The lesser performing ad you felt like would probably perform a little bit better. Now, there's a thing that goes along with this too that we're going to go over whenever Manuel builds out a custom audience, and that plays a big role in it too. It's possible that since there's so many people that are affected by this, the audience might have been too wide, too broad, and it didn't target the right people, right?
On this one, on the subject of vegetarian, Facebook has that data, Instagram has that data, so they're going to probably put it in front of the right people. So if you look at that other angle of it, you can actually target a very niche audience on Facebook and Instagram because Facebook has that data and it feeds it to you because Facebook is going to want to give you results because if they don't, they stop getting money. If they stop getting money, the company struggles because they are in the business of making money. So a broad audience is not always necessarily the way to go about it because it becomes a little bit more challenging to find your audience on a platform like Facebook because it's too general. Like if you think about, for example, something like weight loss, like the subject that we cover in Natural Slim, it's such a big audience that you need to get more micro because pretty much everybody wants to lose weight. That's the way it is. Even the people that you look at them and you're like, how come you want to lose weight? You're super skinny.
Yeah.
Females still sometimes want to lose weight. That's the way it is. So it's a pretty big subject.
That's right. And so a lot of times it may not even be the case too. It could be just that just so happens that whenever this was ran, for whatever reason, people just didn't find it as attention grabbing as this one was as well. So it's all about testing too. You could actually probably run this ad a week later after that and you might get better results. And also changing it up a little bit too, the colors kind of pop at you, right? But yeah, so that's a good point. Next here we have another client of ours. They're called Wave Hello. And what they do is they actually sell products for women pregnant, and they're actually, what they do is the product goes on their tummy and you could play sounds to your unborn baby, right? You can sit there and play like your own voice or music or anything like that so you can actually communicate and have a deeper connection with your child before they're born. So this particular campaign is for conversions and retargeting campaigns. So what does that mean? So we want to have people actually clicking on it, and the people that do click on it, we want to be able to later down the road also reach out to them for other products or services or other times for promotions as well. So that being said, let's check it out. Here's one here. As you see, she's using the device right there, has it right there on her tummy, and it gives you some nice copy too. So it says, why are pregnant women loving belly buds? Belly buds are unique, easy to use, prenatal headphones that allow you to play music to your voice, play music and your voice to your little one. Easy listening, record your voice, play it to them, start connecting with them early on. Great baby shower gift. See, a bunch of great benefits there from the product, right? Then we have a second one here. Why do moms love belly buds? Belly buds are unique, easy to use, safe prenatal headphones. They allow you to play music and your voice to your little one. Great copy, by the way, and it has a sale promotion right there. Save 10% with a code. And then we have a third here. Finally, a way to create a deeper connection with that little one everyone is expecting. Nancy found out she was pregnant at the same time as her surrogate. She used belly buds as the perfect link to connect with both babies. And you can click the link to learn more about the product. So, that being said, 3 great images showing use of the product, fantastic copy. Which one do you think did the best?
So I have a question.
Just saying, just saying.
Well, it really does depend because you instantly visualize it, and we all agree to that image pops up, right? Because obviously she's a little bit more like showing herself and her body,
right?
And you would think that that's the case, but it depends on the targeting because we might have just targeted females and not males, and females are gonna react to posts differently than men. So on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these platforms, you can actually decide if you want to target males only, females only, or if you want to have them both. So it does depend. You would think that if you target men only, well, it's a no-brainer, right? Which one is going to respond the most?
Right. What's up?
Oh, I got it. I was going to say, I think the Nirvana one did the best. And here's why I think that.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that the girl on my right is too attractive, and pregnant women feel self-conscious. They don't want to look at them. The woman in the middle looks too rich. Pregnant women are typically from 20 to 30 years old. Starting life, they don't want that. But they're younger, so they connect with the girl with the Nirvana shirt.
Interesting take on that. I like it. Okay. What do you think?
Here's the other thing that I would add. This image seems more raw. It looks almost like a selfie. Something that I have seen, something that I have seen in the world of social media is that raw images taken from a camera usually perform better than highly edited stuff. We're not doing television ads here. We're not doing any big production. So when you see things that are more like unedited, more like they look like a normal person just taking a selfie or doing a video of themselves, those things perform amazingly better, generally.
It's true. It's true. We've seen them.
Right. So Dan said over here that the third one is looking at the viewer, and that could also have a powerful element to it.
All right, so we got our guesses in there. All 3 are great examples of ads, right? Great copy, great images. So let's see what our results are, okay? So we got 44 purchases on the first one here, okay? The second one, we got 10 add to carts. Now what does that mean? It means they added it to the cart, but they didn't make it all the way through. Okay. And then 37 add to carts.
So again, we got an obvious winner here on the first one because what you want is purchases.
Exactly. However, these are also not too bad either because then you can retarget later on as well because they got their information in there, which is still good.
Correct. We're on the business of making sales, right? So that's the one thing that's going to excite the brand the most because we're getting people to actually give us their information and purchase stuff from us.
Absolutely. So that one was pretty cool. Now we have another one here too. This is from our one of our clients called Lakes Family Dental there in Texas. And this was for traffic and messaging campaigns. All right, so we want to bring more traffic to their website get more brand awareness, let people know who they are, and also that way that they can build a list in their messenger so they can get and connect with people as well. So let's check it out. So our first one here, the copy says, get the smile you've always wanted. Click the Call Now button to book your free consultation today. A pretty nice image, I like it.
It pops out, that's for sure.
That's right, and then the second one here, we have get the smile you've always wanted. Basically the same copy, right? Just different image. Click the Call Now button, get your free consultation. And then the third one is completely different. Look at that. Wish there was a way to fix tooth crowding that doesn't require braces. And it continues on. That's why there's a slash. There's more information if you tap on it. So this is interesting, right? We have one here that's super colorful, has somebody in the actual image holding up a sign. We have one here where it's obviously photoshopped in, has a review. And then third, that's plain as day, straight up, straightforward, right? It's just telling you what's up.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
This one right here was not possible about a year and a half ago. You couldn't do that. And this one, you couldn't do that either. Maybe you could, but it was going to be suppressed. And this one, absolutely yes. The reason for that is that text-heavy images were not allowed on Facebook. You were only allowed to do images that covered 20% of the image itself. That will cover more than 20% over here, and that one obviously also.
Absolutely.
They removed that limitation. So a lot of brands are actually using, and businesses are using things like this because it's so easy to read and it's so easy to like just consume and know exactly. We're looking for 5 Edinburgh McAllen residents. We're talking to them. We're targeting that city who want less tooth crowding and straighter teeth without having to get braces. Believe it or not, something as simple as that works like magic because it just tells exactly what they're going to get, and it tells them that we're ready to service you. So find out more, send us a message, and then we put them in contact with the sales department that's going to bring them into the clinic. Things like that work quite well.
That's right, and so do the reviews because you get somebody who actually had the service, right? And they're telling you about what their experience was like. Whereas this, somebody hanging out in the actual office. That's a picture that's actually there, and they're holding it up.
Yeah, the reviews work great, and there's a lot of variations that you can do on this. You can put them on the copy over here with another image of your whatever product is or service. If you think about businesses that are built on reviews and trust because of reviews, you can think about Amazon. Amazon depends on reviews. People buy based on the reviews. That's been set up for a long time like that. So you want to incorporate other people's opinions into your copy because people like other people's opinions more than they like the own brand's opinion. Something to incorporate into it.
That's right. So what do you guys think? Which one do you feel did the best? We got a number 2 over here. Anybody else? Anybody in the chat on there? Saying anything, Anthony? 1? You got a 1?
My guess is 3.
Got a 3 from Jesus. Got another 3. Okay. Let's check it out. So, which one won? Here we go. The first one's got 413 link clicks. They actually clicked on it, went through.
Slightly different objective, right? Because this is a call now button. So whenever somebody clicks on call now, it dials the number of the office. They call directly. Same one over here, call now. So whenever they clicked on that, it produced 413 calls because it pops up the message and it says, you're going to dial this number. You click on call. So it calls. And this one over here is send a message. So it's a slightly different objective. We're trying to get that person to reach out. One of them is going to be a message on Facebook Messenger, and the other ones are going to be calls that they're going to place.
Right, and the ultimate goal is getting in contact. So let's see. 121 link clicks for this one to call in, and then lastly, 178 message conversions.
So now those messages, if I had to choose between this one and that one, I'd rather have 178 messages being sent to me than get 413 calls, because many of those calls fall through, and that message becomes officially a relationship with you. You can message that person back, you got them on your inbox, and you can communicate to them. Moral of this story that Jimmy's showing you is that you got to test things out. We usually create some ads, variations of it, We have the same goal in mind. We're trying to get people to contact us, and then we split test, because sometimes the one that you think is going to perform the best doesn't. Your opinion does not matter as much as the survey of the actual ad being run. So you got to test things out. I cannot even begin telling you how many times I've been convinced that a certain ad is going to be the one working, and a certain ad, yeah, let's go ahead and test it. I don't think it's going to work, and then it's the one that actually works. So you got to test things out on the world of digital platforms.
Absolutely. And so, let's take another little look here at Dr. Berg. Now, this is completely different. We're just looking to get more like branding and engagement on it rather than just views of his content, right? So, let's take a look here. So we have a few. We have a first one here. What will you say? 2, get rid of your scale. 3, eating fat to lose fat. Interesting. And 4, high-fat diet risks, part 1. So that since we know who Dr. Berg is and he helps with health, keto and intermittent fasting, these right here are basically going to draw you in because, hold on a minute, what is he talking about? What will you say to what, right? So it kind of makes you more of like, maybe I'll click that, see what he's going to get into. Right here, get rid of your scale. What? Why should I do that? Right? If I'm supposed to be focusing on weight loss, why shouldn't I be paying attention to that? Next, eating fat to lose fat. That's kind of weird, right? Why would you? I'm going to eat more fat? What? That doesn't make sense. So, you see what I'm saying? Makes you want to click. And then fourth, high fat diet risks. So it gives you the risks on if you're eating a little crazy there with the fat. So which one do you guys think would probably drive you to either watch, click, or engage with it? We're getting a number 3. We got a number 3 again.
I love fat, so I'm saying number 3. So if somebody can tell me to eat fat and I'll lose fat, let's
Number
go.
2. I agree. I mean, if I can have big chunky burgers and pizzas every day and I'm still losing my weight, bro, yeah. Okay, so that's what we're all going to go with? 3, everybody? Okay. Well, let's find out. This is the fun part. So, let's take a look here. 95.6 thousand views, 3,983 likes, 237 comments. Wow.
That's a lot of engagement.
That's a lot. And this was actually from just 2 weeks.
And the important thing about this that I'll highlight is that this is all 100% unpaid.
That's right.
Particularly here on these 4 examples are something that we do here at AGM. People that create a lot of content, like Dr. Berg. If you haven't seen any of his content, he is a content unicorn. He creates a lot of content. He has one of the biggest health channels on the planet. You're not going to find many of them bigger. He has almost 7 million subscribers. Any day now he's going to cross on YouTube. We generate about 60 million views on social media platforms, including YouTube. So he's a big, big powerhouse in that area. So we don't really need to advertise that much. We just post things organically. All this content comes from his full production video. Sometimes they're like 6, 8, 10-minute videos, and then we turn it into several different formats and durations. Some of them are 1 minute long, some of them are 2 minute longs, depending. And then we put it out on the world of the internet like that, and it catches fire. But some of them are catching more fire than other ones.
That's right, and we actually do have a live workshop where we jump into that, where we actually show you the basics of how to take long-form content, chop it up, and throw it in 100 different places and platforms so you can become omnipresent.
That's right.
So that's part of it. But yeah, these are organic, so no money's put behind them. So number 2, you got 48,000 views, a little less, still a lot of views and engagement though. Number 3, which we were all kind of rooting for, right? 43, even less, but still fantastic. And then number 4, even lower there, but still fantastic results. So that's interesting.
So
right?
the mystery of what will you say won this particular contest.
That's right. And I guess what I could say the lesson for this one is really your headlines are what really draws people in. If you can actually get something that either A, has a good pain point that's directed to the specific audience that you want, or 2, leaves a mystery open to what are you going to do next. So
People love mysteries.
that's right.
That's the way it is.
Cool. So I have just a few more here for you, and then we're going to jump into having Manuel build out a custom campaign, show you how that works. So right here, another one from Lake's Family Dental. This one's interesting. Our first one here is actually a video of showing like basically how do you get a better smile with a dental implant, right? Number 2, we have an image of the lobby area, so you can kind of see how nice, how high end that is. It looks fantastic on your way in. And right? On Instagram. It's on Instagram. Sorry. And then another one here, this is also in the same area too. Finding a dentist near your location, and that Dr. Alvarado is an award-winning general and cosmetic dentist in Edinburgh, Texas. And that one's pretty neat too. It's actually another image of the lobby, people actually there. And then the fourth one, an image of someone with the actual Invisalign, right? Telling you about a free consultation. So a real image of it. So this is a little bit different because obviously we're kind of throwing a little of a curveball there because this guy is a video and that's completely different than images, right? But the thing is, it may or may not have performed better than the others. So the question here is, do you think that a video, an image that looks really freaking cool, or more like organic, like they were saying earlier, it's an image of people actually there or actually with the product, which one do you think would actually work better in this situation? This one right here, where she actually has the product, and it looks like it's actually an employee.
Here's a question. She's wearing a mask.
Can you use the mic for us so the people in the audience can listen?
Here comes the mic. All right, cool.
So she's wearing a mask.
Right.
So that was obviously a coronavirus time. Are all of these done at roughly the same time?
Sort of. So like this will probably go back, Jorge, what, 4 months ago? So at the same time? They're still wearing masks out there right now. So
Well, the offices do, right? Like the staff.
the staff do, yes, because obviously we have those in place. But this was from how long ago? About
This is in the last 3 months.
last 3 months. So these all running in the same time, last 3 months, within the same campaign. So that's why they're all here. They're all basically doing the same thing. They're driving the same result to get you to book an appointment, right? And learn more about it. So we all say 4? Yeah? Okay. Let's check it out. Guess what? This guy wins. And you want to know why? Because it produced leads for as little as $36.
And
why?
if you think about a dental office, every single lead, if they convert it, is worth thousands of dollars. That's what they actually, their whole thing is to acquisition of new patients. So if they can get $36 leads, they are going to scale that endlessly. That's a great number.
That's right, and it's fantastic. Not that the other ones were bad. It's just that this helped the most, and it won out of that group. I was actually going to show a quick little preview of the video, just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. See here?
14-second video.
14-second, and a little bit of sound here. Just very relaxing,
I mean, it's
right?
a little stressful, right?
That's why the relaxing.
Screws being put in your mouth.
Yeah, that's right. When you go in, it's just chill out, get you a nice looking implant there. No one will ever know.
Feels like a construction ad.
But hey, guess what? It worked, right? And everybody guessed. It would have done the best out of all of them. So just wanted to share that with you. I thought that was really cool.
That's cool.
And then lastly, I have some here for one of our VIP clients, 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗡, which you're great friends with, right?
Absolutely.
There you go. So check this out. These are some images that we did for branding and engagement purposes. Basically, to get the name out there, spread the word about Vic. So let's check it out. Number 1, right here is we have what's called a quote card, right? So we pick quotes from Vic. He has a fantastic book, by the way. And we go through and we get that content and we place it on some images, just like this one here below, with some copy above to tell you a little bit about it, and obviously an awesome quote pulled from the book. So that's the first image, to give you kind of an idea what was going on there. Second one is right around the same idea, is giving you some copy, telling you a little bit about what the quote, the purpose of the quote is, and giving another quote from Vic. 3, same deal, pushing out that branding. And 4, it's actually pushing a little bit more on the book versus just the quote itself. So, that being said, they're all kind of the same, but a little bit different in a way. But they're all just basically pushing out the brand for Vic, what he's all about, what the purpose is, right, behind his brand. So, curiosity sets in here. Now, this one looks really cool in my opinion. I like this guy because you get the tie straightened in, looks really, really awesome. And these colors, for me, the black, the red, and the white, they pop for me the best out of all these. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know. What do you think, Manuel?
Yeah, absolutely. It looks professional.
Right. This one's pretty cool too. I like it because, you know, you're standing there, you're an entrepreneur, right? What's the whole point? You have this whole thing you want to invest and you always want to have your ROI going up, right? Every single time you go into it. So there's endless amounts of resources available for you to invest in yourself and improve your skill set. So that is inward looking, right? Fantastic. And then the next one here, if I can help just one person, that's a win for me. So it's all fantastic, positive quotes that's coming from him, and as well as this one also sending out the message for the book. So that being said, they all look really cool. I mean, I just personally think that one's the coolest, but what do you guys think? Got a 2, got a 2 and a 1 and a 1. Got a 1 from Facebook out there. Who is it? Alfredo, nice, good choice. You picked the same one as me. We think alike.
I like the third one
This
because my personal preference is because it positions the brand, which I see a picture of him there.
Right.
I don't see a
He's
picture of
actually
him anywhere else, right? So I personally like that one.
Okay.
Yeah, and this one over here, it's obvious that it's selling something, so that people resist a bit more than something that is not selling. So when you see a picture of a book, it might be immediately like, wait a second, he's trying to sell me something. So it depends. Now, people don't sometimes realize that we don't have to directly sell to create a customer. We want to give value first, and that's a successful journey that we built time and time again. If you give value and somebody engages with that post, no matter what that is, I can put my offers on a later part of the process because I get the data as to who's engaging with it.
That's right. So we're curious to see which one performed the best. Let's see. Looks like this was the winner.
And if you look at it over here, Facebook gives you data. This one performed 65.4 times higher than the rest of the posts that we have done in general. It reached 59,000 people, 4,454 engagements, so it created an impact. You know, the image of somebody that looks like a, professional dude with a line that is very easy to read, with a pushing the button that, hey, I can help you. I'm into helping people.
That's right.
That created an impact.
Absolutely. Super positive. Fantastic. So it goes to show you, putting your face there whenever you're branding yourself is the best, in my opinion.
People trust also faces. When you connect your personal brand with yourself, or your brand, your business with an individual executive, with you as the leader of that brand, it makes it easy for people to trust you.
That's right. And that's, in my opinion, that's probably why it worked the best. But that's it from my end here. I just wanted to show off some of the creatives here and basically how our team can help basically anybody out there that has a brand or a business that wants to grow. These are the reasons why we do so well, because we keep testing, and we find out what works, and then we push it. We push it and push and push it, so you win.
Yeah, so there's a lot of images that you can do, a lot of videos that you can do, many different formats. Every platform has different formats on it. So for example, on Instagram, you're gonna have Instagram Reels that are vertical, and you have Instagram Feed, which are square videos or images, and then you have Instagram TV, which could be consumed horizontally, full screen. So you gotta know how to create it. Like we take somebody like Vic, who's an entrepreneur himself, very successful at what he does, and he creates videos horizontally, full production videos, 6, 8, 10-minute videos, and then we end up posting 1,500, 2,000 times a month. So from that original content, we spread it out across the world of the internet. Now, some of you guys might be asking, okay, good, but I need to generate sales because I need to put food on the table, I need to grow my team, I need to build a business. Well, that's where we can show you guys very simply, in a few steps, what do we do with that content. So I'm gonna try to do this in 3 or 4 minutes. I'm gonna create a campaign from scratch. This one is gonna be an example for AGM Marketing. AGM Marketing is a marketing organization. We specialize on helping people capture attention. no matter what you are, right? If you're a big tipness, for example, we help you get more people, more branding, so people recognize who you are. If you are an e-commerce brand or service business, like for example, Natural Slim, which actually is both. We service people, we also have e-commerce. They need to generate more sales, and they need to actually get more prospects to service. We help with those things. We set up the lines for you to be able to get more of the customers that are gonna help grow your business. If you are, for example, Dr. Berg, and you're a great content creator, we help you get in front of more people. When Dr. Berg and I started working together over 5 years ago, he had 100,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. He was a great content creator. He had been doing it since 2007, but we took his content and we made him omnipresent. We made him be everywhere. He didn't have to change anything. He just had to keep on doing what he knows how to do well, which is creating content. And we just split that into millions of different formats and platforms and got it seen by a lot of people, which has helped him build a very successful brand in general. He's all e-commerce. So I'm gonna give you guys one example on how to create a campaign. Question for you guys that are here, who has a Facebook page already? Facebook page, okay, good. So if you have a Facebook page, you wanna do what Jimmy was showing you today, all those types of ads, images and graphics and videos and simple text images. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Remember, sometimes the little selfie, like that girl that was wave hello, putting that thing in her belly and just taking a little selfie, that's incredibly powerful, very successful. You don't need any high production. Back in the day, you had to spend $10,000, $20,000 to get a video produced. That's not necessary anymore. If you have a phone, iPhone 13, an Android, whatever that may be, you have an incredible content creation tool. And that's right there in your fingertips. So that's all you need. All you gotta do is put that in front of you, take selfies, have like things that are really raw, and that works like magic. An example is something that I created myself yesterday. I built a successful business, and together with my wife, with my father for many years, we built a company that is a high 8-figure a year business at this point. A lot of sales, a lot of revenue. We do over 1,000 orders every single day, and it's quite something. So what I did was that I walked into the warehouse with my phone. I didn't even show my camera. I didn't even show myself, and I just recorded what was happening. That shows the reality of our business. If I just create content on that studio over here, I could just be a regular dude on a basement with some nice lights and cameras pretending to be successful. But instead of pretending to be successful, I decided to show that I was successful. So I created a little video. This is the Facebook Meta Suite. I'm gonna change to Manuel Suarez over here, and I'm gonna show you how simple this whole process is. Let me just go full screen. You can see a little bit better. So this, if you're not familiar with it, you go to business.facebook.com. That's the actual link to set this all up. On that place, you bring in your Facebook pages, your Instagram profiles, you put your credit card in place, and that's where you actually make your advertising campaign happen. This is where the magic happens. You can see here we have a gazillion accounts. This are all the clients that we have here in AGM. Got a lot of different clients. So right now I'm here in the Manuel Suarez one, and if you go to all tools, I'm gonna go to one section here that says Ads Manager. What does Ads Manager do? It manages ads. You got it right, all right? It does manage ads. So I'm gonna change the account, and there's different, each one of them is an ad account. Like for example, I automatically came into Damon John, who was a client of ours for quite a while. He's the people's shark, if you guys are familiar with Shark Tank, something that we helped here at AGM for a while. I'm gonna go to the AGM marketing ad account, and I'm gonna create a campaign from scratch. So what you do is that you post content on your Instagram profile, you post content on your Facebook page of different things, testimonials, images, success stories, product reviews. You explain to people the process of what you do. You show and tell people what your products are every day. You communicate every day. You don't have to worry about if one person likes it, 0 person likes it, you get 200 views, 0 views, or 27 views. Because now you can put some energy into getting that content, AKA money, seen by people, all right? And that happens here. So I posted it on my Facebook page, on my Facebook page, which is Manuel Suarez, not my personal profile. Personal profile has a limit to how many people you can actually have on it. It's 5,000 people limit. A Facebook page is unlimited. A real business is run with a Facebook page. So I have a page that has my name on it, which is Manuel Suarez, that I have been growing for quite a while, and we do a lot of advertising in it. So this same strategy that I'm talking to you guys about, we incorporate here at AGM. I give information away, I give value, I educate people, I show them that it is possible, I show them success, and then I tell them, hey, do you need marketing help? We can help you. Whether you're just getting started or you want to scale and get yourself to the next level, at AGM Marketing, we can actually set up the whole marketing program for you. That's what we do here. That's why we are an Inc. 5000 company, one of the fastest growing marketing companies in the country, because we are really good at the process of doing marketing for your brand and business. So I'm already here. This is what it looks like. You can see that I have active accounts that we're advertising consistently, different strategies, different campaigns, different purposes. I'm going to create one really fast. So we can save time. I'm not going to show you that I posted a video on Facebook already. Yesterday, I posted a video on Facebook. And this video, a 2-minute video, me showing success. Going to the warehouse in Natural Slim, which is literally on the other corner of this building, and showing people what's happening, showing them the life. I had a team of about 15 people on the warehouse creating the packages and showing, I was showing them what happens when somebody orders, what happens when we put attention into growing a business and how incredible the growth of the company has been over the years. That immediately turns me from a potential scam artist, somebody that is actually not doing anything himself and trying to teach people about marketing when I don't do it myself, to somebody that like, wait a second, this guy is obviously doing it. It makes it unquestionable that I have accomplished success in that area, so I get credibility right away. So I go to create, and Facebook is going to ask me, what is it that you want to accomplish? What is your goal? Do you want to get people to visit your website? Do you want to get people to call you? Do you want to get people to purchase your stuff on the website? Do you want to get people to your Amazon book listing? What is it that you want to accomplish? The more you communicate to Facebook with clarity, the better results you will get, because Facebook needs to get your results, otherwise they stop getting money. You run out of money, they don't get your results, and you stop giving them money. Simple as that. So I'm going to go and I'm going to click on conversions. Conversions basically means that I want to get a prospect into my world, or I want to get a sale to get completed. I don't want somebody to just watch my video. I actually want to get them to complete whatever it is that I intended them to complete. In this case, I'm going to send them, I'm going to have them watch this 2-minute video. I'm going to promote it across the world of audiences that have followed my stuff, and I'm going to invite them to go and check out an 8-minute video that I put together that explains the formula to succeed in this environment. It's all free. That 8-minute video is not paid, but that 8-minute video is going to insist that they actually book an appointment with our sales consultants. We call them marketing consultants, so we can find out what their next step is and guide them in the right direction. Again, it's also a free consultation that we're going to offer them, but I want to get book calls, because the more people that book calls to talk to us, the more people I'm going to be able to service at AGM. If I don't get attention, I cannot grow this business. And you can imagine that with a space like this, we have the intention of growing this business because we are really good at what we do. So I'm selecting conversions. That's what Facebook calls the objective. I go to continue. You got 1 step done. Basically, I'm doing 3 steps here. 3 steps. Number 1, I'm selecting what I want to accomplish, what's my objective. Number 2, I'm going to select how much money am I going to spend every day, or how much money do I want to spend over the lifetime of this campaign. And I'm going to select also what audience do I want to put this in front of. That's number 2. And number 3, I'm going to select what's the messaging. You guys saw a lot of different messages there. What is the message that I'm going to actually put in front of people? Those 3 things go 1, 2, 3. You got a campaign running. As simple as that. So I'm going to avoid getting too much into the specifics of the different areas. But let's say that I want to do $100 a day. It says it over here. You guys can see that the budget is already set up over there. I can change that too. Some of you guys might be like, oh my God, I don't have $100 a day. I can do $1 a day, right? Facebook doesn't have it used to be $2 limit. Jorge, is it $1 now? $1, all right? So if you guys can afford $1 a day to reaching one person, raise your hand if you agree that reaching one person is better than reaching 0 persons. Great, we all agree, all right? So if $1 allows you to reach your potential audience better than what you're reaching right now, why not? Why not post content on your Facebook page and don't worry about how many likes or comments or engagement or video views you're getting. Worry about putting a little bit of money behind it because Facebook needs to make money. If you give them a little bit of money, they're going to help you reach more people. So I'm going to leave it at $100. Obviously, in AGM, we spend a lot more than that. So I'm going to look for the button that says next at the bottom over here. It says next. I'm going to click on that button that says next, and it's loading the next step. And now it's telling me, okay, so what is the conversion event? Do you want to get them to donate on Facebook? Do you want to get them to install an app? Do you want them to send a message to you on Messenger? Do you want them to send you a message on WhatsApp? What is your conversion event? What is it that you're trying to accomplish? In this case, what did I say? I want to send them to a website to watch an 8-minute video, and I want them to actually book an appointment to talk to my consultants. That's what I want to accomplish. So I'm going to select website. And it's telling me now, again, I'm going to avoid opening up cans of worms, that I got to select a pixel in order to use a conversion event. If you don't know what a pixel is, we're here to help you. There's content. Just make a note that you want to ask about it, and we'll show you exactly what it is. And we can even help you get it all installed on your website. Raise your hand if you have a website, if you have a site. Okay. When you create a website, no matter where that is, WordPress, in Shopify, in WooCommerce, Magento, Wix, it doesn't matter what platform, you have the ability to have Facebook give you a code, and you can get that code and paste it on your website, and that allows Facebook to know what's happening with those people that you're sending to the website. And Facebook gives you the data back and says, hey, from the people that we sent to your website, 7 of them booked an appointment. So I'm selecting a pixel, and that pixel is called AGM Marketing. That's my pixel. That's my code that I have on my website. My website is 𝗟𝗢𝗔𝗥𝗡. So I'm selecting an event, and the event that I want is lead. That's what I want. My end goal with this particular campaign is to get people to give me their phone number, their email, and to book an appointment. That's called a lead. I haven't sold anything yet. I'm going to put it in front of my sales department so they can actually try to get them on board at AGM. So now we go down here, and it says, when do you want to start it? I want to start it right now. End date is optional. You can add it or not add it. I want to start it right now as soon as you get it approved. Keep going down over here. And this is where the magic happens. One thing that I can give you, this is where you select audiences. One thing that I can give you as an analogy, as an example, some of the most amazing creatives in the world, the most amazing ads will not perform if it's put in front of the wrong people, right? If you're trying to sell a beard oil to females, it's not going to work, right? It's common sense. If you're trying to sell children books to males, it's not going to be as successful that if you target female mothers. So you got to talk to the correct audience. That's actually slightly senior in importance than the creative. Wrong audiences will not perform no matter how amazing your content is. Correct audiences will perform sometimes even in front of the trashiest pieces of content. Because if a female is going through menopause and they're going for this problem, and it's a problem and it keeps them awake at night, if you put an ad in front of them about menopause and you are a problem solving for them, the creative doesn't have to be that special. They're going to want to find out more about it because they currently have that problem right then and there. So selecting the audience is important. For this example over here, we're going to select existing audiences. And you can see here that I have a lot of audiences. These are people that are connected to my world already. I'm targeting warm audiences, people that have interacted with my content in some way, shape, or form. I'm also going to do another campaign, which we're not doing together, to target cold audiences, people that have not ever heard about me or who we are. We got to run both. I can tell you one thing. The warm audiences are pretty much limited because a lot of people don't know who I am yet, but they're going to give me a lower cost because people already have a familiarity with me. The cold audiences, people that don't know, you're talking about billions of people. In the USA, 240 million people are actively on this platform. It's going to be unlimited. You don't have enough budget to reach all of them, no matter how big your budget is. So these people are going to be higher cost to get them to convert because they don't know who you are, but it's pretty much unlimited. So these two strategies are separate. We always target people, warm audiences separately, and we target cold audiences separately. So over here you see, for example, I'm going to include website visitors. I'm going to include people that have watched 25% of my videos on my Facebook page. I'm going to include people that have messaged my page. I'm going to include people that have engaged with my Instagram profile. I'm going to include people that have engaged with my AGM Instagram profile, and so on and so on. I'm going to include people on this list that are on my email list because I have an email system, and that email, we email every day. Jesus right there. Raise your hand, Jesus. That guy right there is always emailing our audience, and he's keeping them warm. I can take that exact same list and I can upload it on Facebook and I can communicate to people that are on my email list via Facebook and Instagram. So I'm selecting all these guys right here. Let's go and select a few of them. I'm going to keep on selecting them. And these are the people that I'm going after. All these guys that are somehow connected with my world already. This is the value of posting organic content. It trickles, it grows, it snowballs. If you just post content consistently across Facebook and Instagram, people that are consuming your content become a part of your audiences, and you can send them follow-up messages. So I'm gonna just select one more, and let's see what happens over here. Okay, so now we have a size of the audience is going up to, it tells me Facebook that that's about 15,000 people that I got right there, more or less. And I can now get really specific about the demographics. For example, over here, I can say I want to target people in Florida only. Or I want to target people in the United States. Or I want to target people in all the first world countries. UK, New Zealand, Great Britain, Canada, United States, etc. It depends on what my goal is. I want to help a lot of people. For now, I'm going to leave this in United States only. United States. You can go very micro on this. Just so you know, if you have a local business and you're trying to get people, let's say, I was talking to Steven today. With Steven here, he's not here right now, but his family has a ice cream shop in Clearwater Beach, and they are very successful running Facebook ads. Do they target people in Florida, or do they target people in Clearwater Beach? What do you think? Clearwater Beach. So you can actually take a pin, like we have gotten familiar with on Google. You can drop it in that ice cream shop, and you can go 10 miles around that ice cream shop, and you can target people that are there. And you don't even have to say target people that live here. You can say anybody in this location. So we have a lot of tourists in there, and we can keep on bringing them to the ice cream shop. Hey, you offer all the ice creams and you give a discount, and you buy one, get one, and all kinds of great things that you can do. You can micro-target that. So we're going to leave it like that. This is actually a major, major can of worms. Just so you guys know, we're not getting into that. Keep on showing up to the workshops because we're going to keep on talking about that, and I have endless content on that subject. You got to just get a little bit better every single time and learn more. But you can add interest. You can add behaviors. For example, here on the demographics, I can actually, let's say that I have a high ticket item and I'm trying to sell $5,000 construction projects. Well, most people cannot afford those projects. You want to target the income demographic that is actually probably capable of affording those projects. So over here, when you add this, you can start typing in income, and it's going to give you these options over here. Like I can target, some of you guys might be like, oh my God, that's intense, right? I didn't even know that was possible. Facebook actually has the IRS public data about zip codes. So if I have a very, very high-end product, I have a 𝗟𝗓𝗏 beauty cream, or whatever that's called, right, that costs $300 a micro ounce, something ridiculous, I'm not going to target people that don't make money. I got to target people that have the ability to pay for that. So I can go over here and I can select, I want you to target the top 5% of zip codes in the United States of America. So Facebook grabs the data that they have from the IRS, and they put your ads in the Beverly Hills of the world and all the fancy, expensive places that you know people have money. It's quite powerful. So for now, we're going to leave it like that because I'm just targeting my warm audiences. Just so you know, a little side note, when you target warm audiences, you don't have to get micro about your demographics because you're literally targeting the people that are already consuming your content. So if you want to target cold audiences, people that don't know who you are, that's when you get really micro on your targeting. For now, we're going to leave it like that. And placements, again, another can of worms over here. You can see how it says automatic placements, or you can say manual placements. If I click on manual placements, it's going to open up over here all these different placements in the world of Meta, like they like to call themselves now. Facebook newsfeed, Facebook stories, Facebook Reels, Instagram TV, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, desktop right-hand corner. All of these are different placements. The easiest thing to do, not necessarily always the best, is to just keep it at automatic, which Facebook is going to do the placement for you. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that's, if I were just starting doing ads, that's how I would start, with automatic placements. So, okay, so we're getting to the bottom of this step over here. I selected my audience already. Step 2 is done, right? Number 1, I selected my objective. Number 2, I selected who am I targeting and what is going to be my budget for this campaign. Daily budget. It's already clear. Final step is, what am I going to advertise to them? And there's basically an unlimited amount of options that you can do over here. Once you click on next, that's what I did over here. You kind of missed that, but I clicked on the button that said next. Let me try to zoom out over here. So we have a couple of things here in this. This is actually the section in which I get to create the message, the ad that I'm going to run. All right? So I'm going to change the page. Instead of AGM marketing, I'm going to put in here Manuel Suarez. We talked about that, right? Like, it's easier to connect. People respond to you better when there's a personal brand connected. If you, as the leader of your company, put yourself in front of them, it's easier for them to trust you than just having a generic brand advertising. So when you have the ability to put yourself in front, always go in that direction. I advertise myself like crazy, and from my own content, I bring people to the AGM marketing world, not the other way around. Right? It always starts with my own stuff. So I'm selecting my Facebook page, and I'm selecting my Instagram profile. Right? I'm putting content on these platforms every single day. We do about 200 publications every single week across the world of social media platforms. So I'm going to select that, and check this out. Over here, it says Ad Setup. It says I can create an ad, or I have a drop-down over here. And this drop-down says I can use an existing post. So that's going to actually bring in the post that you have done on your Facebook page or your Instagram profile, and you can select any one of those, and you already have it ready to run. So instead of actually having to create a new ad, all you gotta do is post content on your Facebook page. Do exactly what I just did in a few steps, and you can use existing posts. Creating ad, we'll leave it for another workshop because we don't have time for that today. To give you an idea, on this one, it's asking me to refresh. Maybe I have to refresh in a second. Let's see if it's going to want me to do that. Create ad. Whoop. Okay, use existing post. And then it tells me select post over here. So a post is required, right? Obviously, I got to have something to advertise. I'm going to click on select post. And now all these posts come in. You can see here, Jimmy and I, we're just advertising that we have a workshop coming. Instead of selecting all posts, I'm going to go to published post. And these are the posts that have been published on my Facebook page. You can see here that I have an Instagram tab over here. If I go to Instagram, I'm going to see the ones that have been published on my Instagram. We're not doing that right now. We're going to advertise the ones that have been posted on my Facebook page. So which one do I want to advertise? I want to advertise this one over here. What does it say on the copy? I'll read it to you guys. It says, this is the actual video. You guys can find it on my Facebook page. You'll see more how it looks in a second. Businesses either contract or expand. There's no status quo in business. I decided to expand. How about you? If you want to know what's so special about our Natural Slim brand, you can check out my father's book, The Power of Your Metabolism. He did most of the heavy lifting. I just helped our life-changing brand and program get discovered by the millions. Don't be a product seller, be a brand builder. This was not even scripted. I literally went over to our Natural Slim building to do my usual operations over there. I walked in, the place was booming with a lot of activity, and I said, what a great opportunity. I pulled out my phone, I recorded content, and I just sat down for a minute, I put some copy together, and I published it. And That's what we got right here. So I'm going to select that post. I'm going to go to continue. And look at how it starts forming over here on this side. So we got the post that I selected. And let me see if I can get the preview going. Might have to refresh the page. Exit full screen, and let's refresh it for a second. Okay, we're almost done with this whole process. Here it is.
I love
Okay.
how it gives you the different previews too, so you can actually see what it looks like before you post
So
it.
you can see how it looks over here,
Yeah.
right? I can go to see more, and that's how it looks over here. So I don't think I have the volume at full right now, but that's just the video right here. And I can even see you guys, I'm talking on it a little bit. See if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys. That's just me with the camera showing our Natural Slim warehouse. And you can see it's booming with activity. I'm showing life. People are buying my stuff. That is creating a mystery. Wait a second, there must be something good about this brand. It must be something good about what Manuel does at AGM, that he's helping Natural Slim get so many people to buy their stuff. That is so cool. And you can see I have the captions on it. Captions happen automatically. I'm showing the personal program boxes. I'm showing expansion all throughout. And at the bottom, I already inserted the website link, @agmninjas.com, and it's going to take me to this page right here, which says marketing experts who generates $100 million a year is going to show you in 3 easy steps what you're missing out on. By the way, if you guys want to do that training, @agmninjas.com. This is actually what we're promoting. From this video ad right here, this is the video ad, we're going to send them to this page right here, which is a page that we built over here, again, which is not complicated to build. We can actually build that for you guys in a few days. Very simple. And discover the free step ninja marketing strategy responsible for generating over $8.3 million in monthly revenue. And that's me over here with this exact whiteboard on that setting, looking towards the production room so everybody can see that we have a busy place over here. And all I want to do is get these people to book an appointment to talk to one of our consultants. All right? And we're going to help them. So from this ad right here, we're getting people over there because I'm showing them, hey, I can do this for you if you want. Do you need to sell more products and services? Do you need more attention? That's what we focus on. All you got to do is bring our team, and we'll help you build your dream. From that, they go over here. If you can see over here on the right side, it's a little bit clunky to zoom in and zoom out, but you can see here that it's showing me the different placements across the world of Facebook and how is it going to show on different apps, on articles, on the search, on in-stream ads, on stories. It goes throughout. So this is how you access the world of these social media platforms, by pressing a few buttons. So I already have that. I'm going to select the domain over here. We're going to do agmninjas.com. That's our domain. All right. And as simple as that, I'm going to click on publish. It's loading. And it's saying that it's publishing the ad. And Facebook takes anywhere from an hour to 24 hours, Jorge? Max 24 hours to approve your ad, and it starts going into the world. Just like that, I submitted that ad. And when you go over here to your ads manager, you can start seeing now the results of that particular campaign. Why? Because over here, this is your dashboard. We created this new one over here. You see, it says in review. Obviously, we would actually put the name on it, the correct name, so you know easily which one it is. This one is in review, all right? And we can see how many leads were actually created on that particular campaign. All right, so this is something that you can easily get done. You can put $1 into it, $5 into it, $100 into it, and just get your content pushed out in the world of Facebook and Instagram, get more people to see it, and just get more attention and generate more business. All right, is that easy to do? Easy enough? What do you guys think? All right, good. Okay.
Cool. Well, now the great part about this is I'm going to do a quick little raffle here off for anybody that signed up to get a creative made for you so that you could do exactly what he just showed you, create a campaign for your business. So, are you ready? People online, people, everyone here? Give me some drum rolls. All right. All right, Patrina. Hey.
Yeah.
You win. Great. We're gonna build an ad together and get that to you today. All right. Well, that's it for our workshop today.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for coming over here locally. Next workshop, you guys should help us bring more people, because who thinks that more people should listen to this content, right? So you guys can help us bring more people in here so we can help them succeed. What we do here every day is help businesses do better. And when we help businesses, they actually help their own employees, themselves, their families. So it's a big, big, big thing for us to be able to influence and create an impact. There's a lot of information. The game of business is one with enough information, intellectual property, and the implementation of that intellectual property. So all you got to do is keep on showing up, keep on getting training, keep on getting educated, and you will also win along the way.
Can we get a selfie over here with everybody?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
We're going to do a quick selfie, guys.
Yeah. Let me grab it. You got it.
All right. Everybody pretend that you were happy, guys. Yay! Okay, good.
Cool.
All right, guys, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.